Hello and welcome to this new video. Today we're going to tap on embarrassment. So if it feels familiar to you, that you feel the heat coming up when you're in a situation that feels uncomfortable or difficult, or maybe the native you were speaking to was switching to the easier language, or maybe you were in a classroom setting and you felt embarrassed because you made a mistake or other people were looking at you, then this video is for you. So embarrassment is usually quite a useful signal to us because it kind of like signals that we show an inappropriate behavior. But especially when it comes to learning and growing, this is not very helpful. And it might also stem from a time when we got told or we learned that certain things, to do certain things or to try certain things, is not safe. So that's what we want to work on today. So let's take a deep breath and let's start tapping. Even though I feel so embarrassed again, right here and right now, it's okay to feel my feelings around this. Even though it's so hard sometimes, they just always switch to the other language. And I feel embarrassed and not good enough. Still, I choose to hold myself in compassion. Even though it sometimes feels so difficult and I feel so embarrassed. And I know that everybody can tell how uncomfortable I feel. And still, right here and right now, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Let's go to the top of the head, this embarrassment. Eyebrow point, I can really feel it in my body. Side of the eye. It happened again. Under the eye. People don't understand me. Under the nose. It's just so obvious that I don't speak the language good enough. Under the lips. It's just so obvious that I'm still struggling so much. Collarbone point. I can feel it in my body. I can feel the heat coming up. Under the arm, it's just so uncomfortable. Top of the head. Why does it seem so much easier for everybody else? Eyebrow point, it just feels so hard. Side of the eye, I'm just so frustrated with this process. Under the eye, and it's just so embarrassing. Under the nose, people can see how much I'm struggling. Under the lips, and it's happening again and again. Collarbone point, it seems like I'm not moving forward at all. Under the arm, it still seems like I'm not good enough. Top of the head, I can't get it right. Eyebrow point, I still feel like a beginner. Side of the eye. Still so embarrassing. Under the eye, I can feel the heat in my body and in my face. Under the nose, I'm blushing. Under the lips, can't do anything about it. Collarbone point, feeling so powerless. Under the arm, there was a time where it wasn't safe to make mistakes. Top of the head, there was a time where I was laughed at. Eyebrow point, and I just want to run away from these situations. Side of the eye, I don't want to expose myself. Under the eye, I don't want to go back to a time where it was so uncomfortable to be in this situation. Under the nose, where I was laughed at. Under the lips, when I was humiliated. Collarbone point, when I felt so alone. Under the arm, feeling I was the only one struggling. Top of the head, wanting to hide from the world because I felt so ashamed. Eyebrow point, and it still doesn't feel safe to make mistakes. Side of the eye, I'm still scared what people might think of me. Under the eye, and I can tell by looking at their face. Under the nose, they're just laughing at me, judging me. Under the lips, because I still can't get it right. Collarbone point, and I still get this feeling inside my body. I just want to hide. Under the arm, I just don't want to be in this situation. Top of the head, and maybe it's okay to feel this feeling. Eyebrow point, maybe I'm safe enough to feel into my body. Side of the eye, maybe it's even safe to go back to the past. Under the eye, and feel all this embarrassment, all the judgment, all the fear from the past. Under the nose, maybe it's okay to do that now. Under the lips, maybe I don't need to hide anymore. Collarbone point, maybe I can allow all these feelings in my body. Under the arm, maybe I don't need to push them away. Top of the head, and maybe, just maybe, I can allow myself to feel a little bit more confident. Eyebrow point, what would that feel like in my body? Side of the eye, if it didn't matter if I made a mistake or not. Under the eye, maybe it could feel easy. Under the nose, maybe it could even feel a little bit playful. Under the lips, and yeah, I still might feel this familiar feeling of embarrassment once in a while. Collarbone point, and maybe it's okay to just acknowledge that this is a part from the past. Under the arm, maybe I no longer need to carry this. Top of the head, I've carried this long enough. Eyebrow point, maybe I can be open to more lightness. Side of the eye, maybe I don't need to get it right all the time. Under the eye, maybe it's okay if people notice that I'm still learning. Under the nose, maybe I can be okay with that. Under the lips, maybe it's okay to acknowledge that this is part of the process and part of the progress. Collarbone point, maybe I can even be proud of myself that I'm still trying. Under the arm, maybe I can acknowledge how far I've come. Top of the head. What if I could allow some lightness and ease to come in? Eyebrow point, maybe I didn't need to. Maybe I don't need to take myself and this whole situation so seriously. Side of the eye, maybe it's okay to flow and to learn with every mistake. Under the eye, maybe it doesn't say anything about me if I make a mistake. Under the nose, maybe it doesn't mean that I'm not good enough or that I'm wrong. Under the lips, maybe it just means that I'm learning and growing. Collarbone point, appreciating how far I've already come. Under the arm, appreciating my consistency. Top of the head, I'm still trying after all. Eyebrow point, and I'm proud of myself for doing all that. Side of the eye, and what if that was enough? Under the eye, what if I could feel more confident in my own skin? Under the nose, what if I could feel more at ease with this whole process? Under the lips, allowing mistakes to happen. Collarbone point, I'm human after all. Okay, let's take a deep breath. I hope you feel a lot more at ease and you feel more lightness. And hopefully you can also see that making mistakes, feeling embarrassed, maybe feeling ashamed, maybe having this fear of not getting it right is part of the process and the progress. And so I think it's important to acknowledge how far we've come, but also to allow this journey to continue and to see what comes up. Yeah, and to see, okay, at what stage in my life was it not safe to make mistakes, or was it not safe to be perfect? And we can work through these things, and then also we find more ease in our language learning journey. So thank you for tapping with me, and I hope to see you in another video soon. Bye.